Hey everyone, this is Dave here, back with another look at Assetto Corsa. This time the game's recently been updated with a brand new patch. On PS4 this is numbered 1.03 and this brings with it a number of improvements. Besides the usual bug fixes, additional improvements include the inclusion of a very easy difficulty mode along with rebalanced AI, but more importantly there's also been a change in the performance profile. Triple buffering has been added, which removes the screen tearing. Now before we take a look at the new performance profile, this is how things stacked up before with patch 1.01. As you can see, the PS4 game is targeting 60 frames per second but often falls short, instead operating usually around the mid-40s. But on top of that there is constant screen tearing. There is no VSync in play here, so there is a noticeable screen wobble when driving around the track, and this turns into judder whenever there's lateral movement, such as when turning corners. Moving on to patch 1.03 though, and the change is dramatic. With VSync permanently enabled, we can see that the screen tearing is completely gone. Now on the one hand, this completely eradicates those intrusive screen wobbles. However, in terms of actual performance, well, we're not seeing much of a difference here at all. Frame rates still largely operate around the mid-40s, with metrics climbing up to 60 FPS in less demanding scenes and dropping down into the high 30s when the engine is really under load. In that respect, frame rates haven't really changed since the last patch. However, the game does feel a little different to play. Take a close look at the frame time graph and you'll note that with the inclusion of VSync, we now see the renderer flipping between frames being output at 16 milliseconds and then at 33 milliseconds whenever the game is dropping frames, whereas before spikes in frame times could be smoothed over, simply because the engine could output incomplete frames in time with the screen refresh. That doesn't happen now, and instead the knock-on effect is that controls can feel a bit less consistent now, especially when frame rates are hit hard. Of course, this is the usual trade-off for operating with VSync, thus eliminating the tearing. Overall though, the image itself appears more consistent because we don't get stutters and wobbles at the same time. It does look smoother, even if this doesn't fully translate into better gameplay in all areas. So that's PS4 then, but what about the Xbox One game? Well, at this moment in time there hasn't actually been a new patch deployed on Microsoft's system, so the experience is still the same. The game operates without VSync and has the same performance profile as it did with the day one patch. Hopefully we'll see a patch on Microsoft's platform soon, but until then it's only the PS4 version that benefits from these changes. Anyway, that's it for now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to support Digital Foundry. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.